loser in all of this. I'm the ultimate loser.
How are you a loser, my love? Chief Ilodibe was brilliant in his speech. There is war in the palace. War between reality and class maintenance. War between love and lust for materialism. Chief Ilodibe has set the record straight. Reality won. Love won.
I understand all of what you just said. I do. But what about me? And what about the queen? What would she think of me by now? She'll think I bewitched you.
And how is that supposed to affect your happiness in this palace? How? She would say you bewitched me. Did you bewitch me? Just overcome it and let's get over this. I did not see this coming. But thank God for giving Chief Ilodibe the wisdom to do what he did.
I don't know. I wish it's easy for me to just forget about everything.
I don't need any explanation from you because you've already proven who you are. A bloody schemer from the pit of hell. How could you pull such stunt on my intelligence? What makes you think that you will marry my son through tricks and deception?
Oh, Mom, will you stop with this unnecessary ranting? This is my wife, the woman I already got married to. The woman you were planning to make the CWO president. The same woman you handed the gift of the ancient gold. Stop calling her names! And stop bringing extreme dimensions into this. I love this woman and there is nothing you can do about it.
Are you this heartless? Have you seen what you've turned my son into? He has lost his senses!
You haven't turned into anything! And I have not lost my senses. My senses are intact. I strongly believe that she will take him very soon. And I hope she bears me a son. Let the gun salute and the sound of the Ikolo judge her when that son arrives.
This useless girl here will never get pregnant in this house. Not to talk of the gun salute and sound of Ikolo. She will never get pregnant. Mark my words. I said so.
She hates me even more than she ever loved me.
Listen to me.
She hates me.
So, as it stands now, there are 4 authorities in this palace. My father, the king, is the head of all principalities, authorities, and powers. My mother, who just acted up, is an authority. I, as the heir to the throne, I am an authority. And by virtue of being my wife, you are an authority. So don't let my mother intimidate you. You are just as important.
Yeah, I must agree, he rejected me. But looking at the extent he went to get the one he loves, I must tell you, babe, I respect him the more, and I hold him in high esteem.
Are you serious? Do you know I am really stunned with your understanding? Because I was expecting you to get mad at him, just...
I am not a sadist, my dear. I love them, I must admit. But we're not meant to be. The one he finally married is his wife. And we must respect her office as the next queen of this land.
Respect her office? When the news is everywhere that the queen ordered her out of the palace.
Sincerely, I don't want to talk about that woman.
You know, the same woman you praised to high heavens last year.
She's still domineering for my liking. I'm happy the way things went. If I had married the prince, I would have given her the hell that she deserves.
Oh my god, this is unbelievable. Seriously, I wish the queen is here to listen to what you just said.
And who cares if she hears it? I got so close to the queen and I discovered she's so different from the king. Oh. I'm so happy the way things turned around. They made her a fool in the palace. I'm happy she learned her lessons the hard way.
Oh. What a word.
Your Highness, I feel very nervous when I get such a message from the king.
Why are you bringing royalty to ridicule?
I don't understand, Your Majesty.
I don't understand you either. You are beginning to bring out some strange characters I never knew you had.
What do you mean by characters?
Like calling Chief Ilodibe, for example, to warn him. How could you have done a thing like that? The role he played for our son should be applauded.
Applauded, you said? That he brought a nobody that schemed her way into the heart of the king, that I should applaud him?
Do you know why I called you into the throne room? Take a look around this place. Look. Feel the sacredness of this venue. Now, realizing where you are, look at me in the face and tell me what you want.
Simple. I want you to use your power and annul this marriage. This marriage was anchored on tricks, manipulation, and unprecedented deception.
Can you listen to yourself? Can you hear yourself speak? The same marriage that was sealed with the rights of our mother and the kingdom is the one you stand here to tell me to dissolve? I don't want you to push me to the point that I cannot take.
Oh, look at it. Even my husband is not angry with me. Just because of that witch.
Don't give me that crap. She is not a witch. Listen, let me settle this immediately. I like that girl. The fact that she's from a poor background does not change the fact that she is a normal woman. Learn to live with that. Don't push me.
That girl schemed her way into this palace. It could be said that she married our son by tricks. She tricked us all. And by the federal law, that is a criminal offense. In this kingdom, even deceit is held as witchcraft. Your Majesty, you have fought tooth and nail to uphold the laws of this kingdom. What she did with the assistance of Chief Ilodibe is against the laws of this land. Why are you undermining the law?
Remember what Chief Ilodibe said? Many families try to conquer love. In the process, they conquer themselves and end up in bondage. In the bondage of that same love they set out to conquer. Love conquers all. I do not want to be conquered by love. I do not want to be in bondage of love. Allow her enjoy her marriage.
This cannot happen.
I strongly believe that she will take in very soon. And I hope she bears me a son. Let the gun salute and the sound of the ikolo judge her when that son arrives.
This useless girl here will never get pregnant in this house. They are dreaming. They are dreaming. Hello?
This is Katkis calling. I've made significant progress in the task of making your daughter-in-law the CWO president. I don't know why you have not called as promised.
Katkis cancel everything.
Cancel everything? How do you mean?
That girl is a schemer. She cannot lead the CWO. I'm so sorry for all the moves I made to make her the president. I'm so sorry about that. Cancel everything!
I truly do not know what to do again regarding the Queen. My presence irritates her. I don't even know what approach to use and make her begin to see me again as her daughter-in-law.
If you listen to me, my dear, do not worry about her. My father is the head of this household. Once he's happy with you, you are covered.
It's easy for you to say that because you're not in my shoes. She is my mother-in-law. I never envisaged that I'll be married and I'll be having serious problems with my mother-in-law.
You don't have any problems with her. She's the one who has problems with herself. It is the will of God that you and I are man and wife today. Let's forget about my mother and talk about ourselves.
Yesterday, you said something about the gun salute and the sound of the Ikolo. What does that mean?
It is believed that the arrival of the heir to the throne will bring cleansing to the land. And that cleansing will expose all evil.
How? I mean, what connection does that have to do with the sound of the Ikolo and the gun salute?
Let's assume you have a son for me. That son becomes the heir apparent to the throne and will reign as king after me. Tradition holds that that child will not die until he sits on the throne. Even if he's involved in an auto crash or a plane crash and every other person dies, he still will not die.
That surely sounds like a fairy tale. I mean, how is that possible?
When the heir to the throne arrives at the palace, there shall be gun salute. And then the Ikolombateze sounds. That sound will summon everybody to the palace. That sound will also ensure the spirit of the newborn child in the abode of the ancestors. Tradition holds that by that he will not die until they make him king. And even when they make him king, he still will not die until he brings a son into the world to reign after him.
It's a very weird story. So how is the arrival of my son going to judge me?
Once the child arrives at the palace, it's assumed he brings cleansing to the land. And if you did anything evil to get me married to you like my mother alleged, you will confess.
Beautiful. Already I have started longing for that day. A day when I shall have no confession to make because I did nothing wrong.
I know. You don't have have to tell me, my queen, for I know.
I can't believe that a senior officer like you is overworking yourself over what a confused woman said.
Can you listen to yourself? If not for the king, I would have dealt with that woman. She is the original problem in that palace, and still, she does not want to stop.
She's only trying to protect her son.
She's not protecting her son! Flora, how can you say a thing like this? She's only bringing royalty to public ridicule. I understand that she did all she could to stop her son from getting married to the poor girl. Now they are married. And she understands all that's happened. Why can't she let a poor girl enjoy her marriage? Why?
I see your point. But that's not enough for you to refuse your food. Please, my love. I made a very delicious meal.
Not now. I just lost my appetite. Not now.
Please. Come on, please.
That would be better.
I humble myself before the Queen. Please listen to me.
You don't need to explain anything. Your presence alone irritates me.
Please, Your Majesty. I am not as evil as you see me to be. I am innocent. It was the prince that planned everything. And I couldn't help but follow all of his instructions because I can't find myself refusing him anything.
If you want me to believe that you're not a schemer, then leave this palace that you entered through the tricks of Satan and go back to that your cursed family. Go back to that useless Ichio Bielika that introduced as the head of your family and wait until my son comes to marry you properly.
But I am already married to your son, Your Majesty. And you already accepted me as daughter-in-law. You even went further to give me the gift of gold. I love your son and he loves me.
Oh, you shut up. What do you know about love? And why do you parade yourself as married? Married from where? Oh, from the house of Air Commodore Ilodibe, who introduced you as Enyuche, his last daughter. Why are you even reminding me of what I've forgotten? Your entrance to this house was based on tricks, and I will never accept you as a daughter-in-law in this house.
I humble myself before the Queen Mother. Shall live long, Your Majesty.
Why are you here?
I'm here for her, Your Majesty. The King wants to see her.
For what?
I don't know, Your Majesty. He didn't tell me. I surely cannot question the King on why he sent me to get someone.
Don't even in your wildest dream think that you can bewitch my husband with that witchcraft in you. He is the head of principalities and powers in this land. If you think that you can bewitch my husband, if you try it, I will kill you with my bare hands. Did you hear me? Nonsense.
Why does she endlessly call me names? I am not satanic. Neither do I have any witchcraft training.
The King awaits by the throne. Think of honor of serving the King and not the burning anger of the Queen Mother. Let us go.
My prince, I see it as an honor that they chose this land for that project. Please, try and convince the king. They can build up to 500 housing units in 2 years. That is something.
You know, on face value, this proposal is good.
Yes.
But as a lawyer, I will need to study it further. I will need to study it thoroughly so as to be able to understand every part of it. I cannot advise the king on what to do at this moment until I've studied it.
Okay. When are we looking at?
Just give me a week. I'll call you.
Well, that's okay by me. I'm waiting for your call.
Okay.
I'll see you later.
I enjoyed the okra soup I ate last night. I asked and I was told you are the one who cooked it. So I called to know if I might enjoy something similar from my wife's son again this night.
Your Highness, you don't have to say it twice. It's a big honor to cook what the king will eat. I already told my husband that we don't even need a cook in this palace. I am here and I can cook everything that we eat.
There are so many things you don't understand, my dear. In this palace we receive a lot of visitors and there is no way you can cook for them all. You are a wife, not a staff.
Well, the cook can be instructed to cook for events and visitors while I cook what we eat on a daily basis. I don't mind.
Settled. I'll give you instructions today. In fact, from now on, you are the one that must cook all the food that I eat.
Thank you, Your Highness. I'm quite humbled.
You're welcome.
Excuse me.
Come back, my dear. You are here by an act of God. To them, it was a game. And it was their game that brought you here. But I see it differently. How else can you explain the fact that the queen of all people could not recognize the very same girl she chased out of the palace? It was God that made it possible. Keep believing in that God, and He will never abandon you. Come here. Wipe your tears.
Thank you.
You're welcome. God is still God.
Thank you, Highness.
Are you sizing me up? No, feel free. Enjoy your optical freedom, Melody Wheatbar.
So, what exactly do you do for a living?
Oh, that. If you must know, I am managing my father's rice mill. And this rice mill I'm talking about has 6 sound milling machines that drop an annual turnover of 6 million naira. I don't care. I'm not greedy. So I'm okay with the money. I'm not bothered.
So, what plans are you making as a man to invent new ways of making money? Or do you intend forever to rely on your father's mill to survive?
Melody Wheatbar. Tell me, why are you asking me personal questions? Is there something you want which you are not telling me? No, feel free, don't be shy.
You're not going to answer them?
Melody Wheatbar, I understand how you feel. But I'm going to sort you out. By the time I take you inside my room, I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about me. I'm going to unleash my autobiography. This room I'm talking about is air-conditioned and it has like 82 inches orthopedic foam for your comfort.
You know, some people in my office said you're a clown. I'm beginning to see the clown for real.
You see, Jerry represents many things to many people. But you can only be a witness if you can taste the sweetness of Jerry. So relax, let's go inside the room. Let me show you how hot I am.
That's the clown talking. What you take me for? Huh? You think I'm one of those girls you deceive with ease? Why are you asking me to your room?
What is wrong with you, sir? What is wrong with you now? I don't like this. Why are you making me look like a quack doctor? I'm not a quack doctor. I've given you all sorts of injections. I've given you chloroquine. I've given you paraquat. I've given you artesunate. Combined with metacalfane. Plus or minus the enyamaka of antibiotics. It's not working. What type of girl are you? If you had known you were not going to follow me into the room, why did you come now? I don't like this.
Jerry, I came here to sort you out. Take a good look at me from my head to my toe. An award-winning radio presenter to be taken by a Casanova like you are not serious.
Melody, why the body hot? Relax. Don't mind me, though I'm hot-tempered. You need to understand. You will not blame me. I was only trying to, I was only trying my luck. You know what they say, there is no harm in trial. So, but as it stands now, there is no problem. From my church mind, let's go, I will show you around. I'm sure you will see a room you will like. I will not just stay there for free. I will not even collect thinkable from you. Just to show you how philanthropic I am.
Jerry, I don't think I'll be able to live under one roof with your kind of character. No! Have you checked yourself up? It's written all over you that you're a rapist. And I don't want to be raped, okay? Listen, don't bother yourself. I'll find another place to rent. Please.
Look at this girl. Where is sugar now? Comfortable place. I give you a comfortable apartment. You are doing your that. 24 inches mattress, air conditioned, rejected it. Yes, Melody with bye. The sweet voice on the radio, the angelic moment. Bye. I love your program. Oh, keep it up. Keep it up. I know soon you'll be given an award. Ijoma.
Who is she? Your girlfriend?
Girlfriend. This is Melody with. Don't tell me you don't listen to radio. That was Melody with bye. The presenter of Angelic Moment. The girl with the voice that can raise the dead. You should know Melody with bye now.
I listened to her program on radio. She's the one. You know her?
This is Jerry now. Jerry knows everybody. Everybody knows Jerry. We just finished that interview, so she just left.
Wow.
Yes.
That's big. She came to interview you in your house?
Joma, don't tell me you are looking down on Jerry. I'm a man in authority. You should know that now. This is Jerry. I'm a man in authority. I know people. I'm a man of timber and caliber. You should know now.
What kind of authority? Don't tell me that you've been...
Shh, my dear Ijoma. I know what you want to say, naughty, naughty girl. Don't worry, it's not what you think. But I want to prove to you that we did not do anything. When you check the frequency of what I will do to you here now, you will confirm. So let's go. Let me carry it. Yeah, for you surprise you.
Your Majesty, ever since you married me, you've never dabbled into the affairs of the kitchen. How come you now get involved in the management of the kitchen?
I sincerely do not know where I went wrong. Okon, your hired hand from Akwa Ibom has been the one cooking what we eat. I can't remember the last time you cooked in this house.
Has it gotten to this that you not question what I do?
I am not questioning what you do. I am only surprised that you are angry that I asked her to cook what we eat.
What you eat, Your Majesty, not and never what I eat. I've warned her never to get involved with what I eat.
What exactly do you want? This young girl who is married to our son is from this soil. I have tasted her food, and I can confirm authoritatively that she cooks much better than Okon, your hired hand. Why do you hate your own sister so much? Simply because she comes from a poor family.
Your Majesty, has she bewitched you to this level that you're now whipping up sentiment to weaken me? Why can't you just call a spade in this house anymore?
And why do you want us to have problems over this issue? Listen, if you do not want to eat her food, avoid her food and get Okon to prepare what you will eat. I have entrusted her with what I eat. This is my decision, and I do not want to discuss this issue any further. You can come in whenever you want.
I'm losing grip on my husband. Who prepared this charm for her that she's using on the two men in my life?
I humble myself before the Queen Mother. Shall live long, Your Majesty. I came to put off the light.
Collins, tell me, have you been eating food from the new wife?
Yes, of course, I have. In fact, I ate her vegetable soup this night that she cooked with stockfish and snail.
What is your impression about her cooking with that of Okon's?
And now that you ask, Your Majesty, sincerely speaking, I think Okon should be fired. He's simply an idiot.
Yes. And what do you mean by that?
Your Majesty, Okon doesn't know anything. The same ingredients we have in the kitchen that he has been cooking with is what the new wife cooks with. Now we know he has been cooking nonsense. Her food is class compared to what Okon cooks. I recommend a sack for Okon. I can go and tell him that with the light.
Get out of my sight.
Your Majesty, I can stay back and put
If you don't leave, you get yourself fired. Get
out! Good night, Your Majesty.
You are simply a disgrace. Yes! It's about time I told you the truth.
What is come over you?
Eh?
Am I the one talking to you like that?
Why wouldn't I talk to you like that? Eh? All your life we are just showing wickedness onto Obioma. In your mind you thought you were limiting her. You had all the concentration upon your child. That's your daughter. The only daughter you gave to me.
Are we not in this together? Why exclude yourself and single me out for blame?
Listen, let me tell you. It is a big lie. Because I wanted to train that girl in the university when she passed her O-level and jump, but you refused. All you wanted was for her to hawk around your kerosene. That's all. Today, where is she? She is going to be the next Lolo. The prince is already making her his wife. Where is your daughter? She is roaming about the whole of Abadani, cheaply used by all the useless men.
Enough of this rubbish! Enough! Why are you embarrassing yourself? What is this?
Iche, speak out! God will surely bless you for finally standing by the truth. You should seek the face of God. You are not just embarrassing yourself, but God himself too.
Mama Emeka, climb down the ladder and face your family. Oh, what have I done to you? God will judge you. God will judge your eyes and nose. You this woman. What did I do to you? Eh? You are embarrassing yourself, not me. Look at the time you are climbing the ladder. Ekwensu, you don't want to face your family. You are not praising my husband. Possibly because you want to kill him like you killed your own husband. But I won't allow you. No, not inside my family. You won't succeed. Mama Maki, you won't succeed. You only two Ghana. Go down from Ghana.
Ichie leave her to insult herself. Akwagibun Koleka. The child you practically turned into a slave is today the upcoming queen of Abadan. You should hide your face in shame, oh. Woo!
Mama Maki, hide your nose in shame, oh. Go to your house. You will fall from that Ghana. Let's be talking. Talk to me.
Say again. Talk to you about what? Eh? I know of ya. Why you what I say if you want to film?
Okay.
What I know if I know if it is well. Job, you know, sometimes I don't understand you. We were just inside enjoying ourselves. You started dressing up. I said maybe you were in a hurry to go home. We are here now. You are still talking. Can you finish, Mrs.?
Cherry, I just needed you to tell me what exactly you're doing. I mean, what exactly are you doing with me?
I don't understand. Are you talking about what we just did or what we've been doing? That is what we've been doing.
I come here every day.
Yeah.
And you rush me into your room. You push me into your bed. Is it all of it? I mean, what are we doing? What are you doing with me?
Joma, wait. I understand where you are going. I'm not a small boy. Don't make me look like I'm a small boy. Jerry's not a small boy now. Huh? Don't worry. You see, I'm very, very tired. You think it's easy to go like 4, 5, 6 weeks ago? I'm very tired. I need to shower, you know, rest, regain my strength. Relax and explain everything. I will explain what we're doing. You know, it's a family matter. It's a really delicate matter. It's not something you stand up and talk about.
Are you sure you're not just trying to avoid the question?
Why will I do that? You know I love you very much.
I do.
In fact, my love for you can even make a dead man resurrect. You know that now. I love you. I've never loved any girl in this world the way I love you. You are just the type of girl I've been looking for in my life. That is why I said, relax. If you want me to just tell you what we are doing, I can just say it. But as Jerry, I will relax and think about it. When you come, I will tell you. And you see, you will enjoy whatever I will tell you.
Okay.
Come here.
Okay, enough of it. Just go in, get dressed. Because this time around, you're taking me close to my village.
You think that is a problem? It is not a problem. You are just talking as if I'm not proud of you. You know me now. If you want, I can carry you at my back.
Just go.
I can still do that. They just tell you I'm
No, it's late.
let me bring my shirt. In fact, I will see you up to your house.
Go.
And your auntie or mother will see me today.
Mother, I can understand if you asked her not to go near your meals. Fine. But telling her not to use the kitchen is absurd. You know she's the one who cooks the food my father and myself eat in this palace. So if she doesn't go into the kitchen, how would we feed?
This is why I said we married a liar and a schemer.
How? Are you going to deny you didn't tell her that? Because Collins confirmed that what was reported is the truth.
I told her not to use my kitchen in the absence of my cook.
And who is a con to be detailed to monitor my wife? Remember, I am the one who pays his salaries in this palace. And I can decide to fire him tonight.
No, Nabife, you can't. Aside from being the cook, he's my manager. Especially in this area where all of you are falling victim to Obiama's witchcraft. He's the only one I trust.
Mother, do you realize you're just one person?
What's the meaning of that?
You are the only one defending Okon. Every other person in this palace is sick and tired of him. How do you think you can impose him on all of us?
If you must forget everything, don't forget the fact that I still remain the queen mother in this palace. My word is law. Don't push me beyond my limits.
And if you forget everything, mother, do not forget that despite the fact that you're my mother, I am the crown prince of Abadan. And my word is equally law. I want us to define our boundaries in this palace and stick to them.
Now, Ife. Who has done this to me? What is going on in this house?
Just take your son. She's back already.
Mama, the mom. Popsy, my
Come back here. Where are you coming from? I said come back here and kneel down.
Why will I kneel down? What did I do? Why will you hate me?
Have you seen the response this useless fool is giving me? Have you seen what this thing you call my daughter is telling me?
You should leave me alone. I'm not a slave in this house.
Besides, where are you going?
Where are you going? I said come back here. Have you seen this thing you call my daughter? Have you seen what she's doing?
She's no longer your daughter. She's not my daughter. Please. You don't talk one can one. Can you imagine? What did you do?
You're asking me what did I do? What did I not do? Tell me, what did I not do?
This is ridiculous. You don't do something like this. Eh? Why are you searching her bag? What are you looking for?
My friends, I am not happy that you confronted her on the issue. Because I sincerely don't have a problem with the orders she gave.
No, do not say that. Do not say that, my love. Who is going to supervise my wife?
He does not supervise me, my prince. He just stays there in the kitchen while I do my thing.
That's the part I don't get. You are my wife. You have same rights as my mother. Why would she ridicule you by asking Okon to stand there and monitor what you do in the kitchen?
I don't have a problem with it.
But I do have a problem with it, and it has to stop.
My prince, please. I'd really like you to rest this matter. Please. Besides, Okon is loving it. He is so excited he even confided in me that he has learned some new things.
My wife is talking like a wife. My mother does not act like a wife. She's playing politics with you.
I don't have a problem with it.
It's all right. Let's not discuss this. I do not shy away from politics. I will tell her I am a man with authority.
Good morning, my prince. Your reign shall be great.
Thank you, Okon, but I'm not cut out for all these protocols now. I want to ask you some very sincere questions, and I'd appreciate if you answer me with all sincerity.
I'm listening, my prince.
Since you started working in this palace, have we denied you anything?
Never, my prince. I am happy with my job. That is why when my mother found me a job in Tinapa Hotel Resort, I refused to go.
I know you love your job, and I would not want for you to lose this job.
What happened, my prince? Have I done anything wrong? Please correct me and I will change immediately.
If my wife asks you to leave the kitchen when she's cooking, do not stand there moping at her. I know the queen gave you an instruction to stand and watch her and monitor her when she cooks. But as it stands now, that instruction is null and void. She is my wife, and she has the final decision. It is her responsibility to make the food I eat. If you want to remain in this palace, earn your salary and other fringe benefits, do as I've said. Disobey me, and you will see me.
Why are they making things difficult for me? The queen will say a different thing, and the prince will say something else. What's all this?
That's because your cassava filled your own brain has not told you what is right. You need to obey the one that pays you salary. Understand one thing. He's keeping you here simply because he wants to be lenient. Akwa Ibom people are known to be very, very intelligent. So use your Akwa Ibom brain and do what is right. And don't tell me to explain further. One more thing. Fear no one, especially by you. I've already recommended for your sack. So if you get in the way of that lady that God is leading, you get a sack for him. So don't push it.
What's this? What's going on here? I don't understand.
Ijoma, I asked you to kneel down yesterday, but you ran out. You had the effrontery to sleep out last night. Where are you coming from right now? What are you turning into?
Father, I am a graduate. By October, I shall be going for my youth service.
How does this concern the question I asked you? How does it connect?
Father, please. You forced me into an unplanned night vigil last night, and I didn't sleep. I came back to sleep. Why are you keeping me here?
Unplanned night vigil. When did you start attending night vigil, Ijoma? By the way, which church? Which church did you attend the night vigil?
Christ Embassy. Are you satisfied now?
Christ Embassy. Ijoma, when did you begin to attend Christ Embassy in this house and I'm not aware of? Ijoma, when?
Oh, Father, this is becoming too much now, eh? Christ Embassy is the fellowship I used to attend since. You forced me out last night. I had to go for their night vigil.
Ijoma.
What's the meaning of this? Are you going to beat me because I went for night vigil?
I opened your box and I found this envelope containing this letter. This letter is a letter your Dean of Studies wrote to you, advising you to withdraw from school. Can you give me explanation to this? Ijoma, give me explanation to this letter. Christ Embassy.
Father, you went and searched my box.
Ijoma, I said give me explanation to this before you get Jehovah's Embassy to now work for real. Give me explanation to this. Look at it. Christ Embassy. Give me explanation to this.
Easy.
Hey! This one is the original one.
All this shepe, all this rubbish now that you drink, all these things here, the things that give you the stamina to be flogging these girls endlessly. See, let me tell you, forget about this, I have to warn you because you are my friend. Be very careful. This shepe, this rubbish here can damage your kidney. I'm telling you.
Edozie,
Rubbish.
why do you like talking like Oki?
Okay.
No, I've been telling you, you talk like Oki of Ndo Irol. I'm serious. So you looked at me now and I look like somebody who is scared of kidney failure. I am not scared of kidney failure. Okay. I'm not even scared of dying today. If I die today, Jerry is dying a happy man. Because Jerry has enjoyed all the things he needs to enjoy in this world. Do you know how many women I have enjoyed? Now the question is, how many have you enjoyed? Do you know the best I enjoyed was last night? Do you know this girl finished me last night?
Are you serious?
This girl came. My girl now, that's just fair one now. One off. I don't even know what this girl took last night. She came, she will just turn herself 360 degrees on top of me. She will just elevate herself and leave herself. She will just land. Wow! I will shout. There is one style she did there. I did not understand this style. I said, I've not seen this one before. I said, what's the name of this one? He said, it's Akonyo Wetel. I'm telling you. Akonyo Wetel. Hey!
This is the kind of story I like to hear.
Do you know when she came yesterday? You know she forced to know that time she came. After doing, I can't even count how many times we did it. I decided to see this girl off. So I saw her off to the house. I came back now to sleep. But when I came back, because of the Akonyo Wetel, she had this girl can come and give me this type of Akonyo Wetel. So I was just praying though. So the spirit of Jah left my house to their house and caused confusion. So the mother and father started having problem with the girl. So they drove the girl away. I was almost asleep when somebody was knocking on my door. I said, is it this Mpiampia Mo and the Mpiampia Mad going about in the village? I opened it, was this girl.
The same girl?
I said, praise the Lord. You know, this girl came, Hey! Do you know, throughout last night, I did not sleep.
You mean?
All night vigil. That was what we did. As I'm talking to you, this girl has drained my brain. I cannot even spell Obi now. I've lost all my spelling acumen.
This is the kind of story I like to hear.
I know you're useless.
No wonder. See, I wanted to come to your house last night. The thing was pushing me. And I said, what is this? Why is it that this breeze did not bring me to this side last night?
Edozie, I've warned you, and I don't want to keep on warning you. You're talking this rubbish of coming to my house. Stop touching me. Are you mad? What? You've started this rubbish again, no?
What is it now?
What is my crime in making you my friend? Why would you allow me to enjoy this life?
Is your life?
I'll ban you from coming.
Don't tell me this. Anytime it comes to your turn to enjoy, so that we enjoy the thing together. You open your eyes.
That's because there is class difference. The type of girl I bring is not the type of girl. You should leave me with your stupid. Answer your call. Stop disturbing me.
Hello? Are you not coming to work?
What nonsense work? Look at Jerry here. What does he work? See, he enjoyed the best of babes here, and you're telling me now, just mind your thing. No nonsense.
Hey, my friend, shut up. What is the meaning of this rubbish you just said now? Hey, Dozie. Gina Jerry na Amasiaka no na pianku. Jerry that has 6 machines making money for him every day. You're here telling me Jerry. My friend, come here.
Do we have any serious customers?
Is that what you think? My friend, come here, I have this for you. See, someone from the palace just left our workshop now. And they said they want me and you, Monage, to come and take some measurements. So I want you to leave that useless Jerry there now and come back here. Let us go to that work. Makago. Makago.
Hey. Okay. I'm coming now. Okay?
Stupid, sit down here. Idiot. Okay. What type of useless thing did you just tell your friend? What? Are you spoiling my name now?
I told
him. No, why are you spoiling my name?
No, I told him the truth.
Which stupid truth did you tell him?
What you have is grammar. The only thing I know you have is grammar. That is the only thing that... No, it's not that I don't have grammar. I have, but, you have this sweet mouth that you use in deceiving those girls that made you to be flogging them mercilessly. That's what you have.
Are you not a carpenter? Have you seen a carpenter that speaks grammar?
Don't worry. I will see you when I come.
Don't see me, don't come back here. I don't need you here. I'll be very busy. by the time you come back. Stupid boy. What type of rubbish is this? Small time now, you come here and rape one of these girls, so. Rapist.
I know why you came to me. They told you that I'm deadly and that I can kill. They are right, but to an extent.
Then,
Why are you shying away from the task? Tell me what to pay and I'll pay. The same girl I use as a slave is now married to the prince of my land and may most likely become the queen. Rule over me as the women leader. Obalon. Check. I want to cut her down.
You don't understand. That girl is under the protection of the crown of Abadani. And the crown protects everybody that lives in the palace. There's nothing I can send from here that will make an impact.
What are you trying to say? That I should allow her to continue rising? Is that what you're telling me?
She owes you nothing. She has forgotten all the wickedness you showed on her. She's going to bless you.
That is what I don't ever want to hear. She is caused from birth. She cannot bless me.
She can bless you. And she's going to bless you.
I want her to die. She can never be a blessing to me. I came with some money. Tell me what to pay and consider it paid. I can pay as much as 20,000 naira. Teta.
Okay. This is palace. Oh, this is. You see this thing? See this? They are wearing uniform. You see that thing? That thing that they hold you. This is called royal cutlass. Are you sure the person that came told you that we should come to this palace for measurement? Okay?
The same guy that went in now to call the queen for us is the same guy that came to the shop and called us. Why are you asking me nonsense question?
You are saying nonsense question. I don't know the kind of furniture you and I will manufacture that will impress these people here. These people. Because with the look of things, all their things must be imported.
And maybe they are tired of using imported things now. They now want to be patriotic and start using the things manufactured here in this country.
And they did not go to Onitsha. They did not go to Oka, even Benin. Yeah? They call us local manufacturer.
Stop this nonsense now.
Okay.
Huh? See. Don't bring bad luck into this business. If you are local, if you're a local man, I am not local.
I'm telling you. I don't know. I'm saying it now. Let it not be what I'm thinking.
I'm on video.
Majesty, here they are.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. He said you said.
No, you said.
Edozie.
Yes. Hey, the Queen Anyana. So, Edozie has now become so popular that he is known in the palace. I'm a popular person. Wow. Shut up. Did you know hear her call me Edozie? She called me Edozie and she knows me. Eh?
Look at me. Very well. Do you not recognize me?
I don't know you. I don't know you. I am glad you know me. You know, I am popular. That's why you know me.
Look closely.
What do you think you are doing? Huh? I am talking to you and you are walking away. You're walking up to me. Yeah? In Apuala.
Yeah? Oh, Guinea! Why did you... What is it? Why are you blocking my path? Do I have any business with you?
You cannot tell me that you've not seen me before. See, my name is Edozie. I am a confirmed troublemaker. See, the highest you can do is to go and call police. And they will come and arrest me. And put me in the cell. And I will come out again. If I come out, trouble continues. Hey! Oh, what do you want?
just quietly, follow me to that bush, that farm. At the back of that farm there. I've already arranged where it will happen. Follow me quietly and give it to me. You know what I mean? Oh, I will drag by force. Drag it forcefully and take it by force.
I said it.
Chibuike! Yes, sir. Lock that gate.
I said it. Is it because I said it?
Come back here. Come back here.
I said it. I'm sorry. I can't. Forgive me. Please, beggar, not to. Just beggar, not to.
Quiet!
Your Majesty.
Don't be stupid now.
Hey.
I didn't send for you so I can send you off to jail. I'm not that sort of person.
Yeah. Oh. Hey.
That is your own. Take it and eat.
Must you repeat this protocol each time I come here? Cola is not the problem.
Your Majesty, first and first, whatsoever that has brought you here will be discussed after the kola nut.
Okay, I've taken the kola nut. Speak to me.
The spirit of our ancestors have been speaking to us through kola nut, and that makes kola nut bigger than what you look at it to be.
I wish you could just go straight to the point, to what brought me here. And kola nut is not the problem and will never be.
You don't rush in licking your fingers because you are not going to hang them in the roof. I am the chief priest of this land. Even your husband, the king, cannot pressurize me. I am going to talk, but I will do that at my own time.
This whole thing is like a dream to me. Yeah? She was walking crazy when I met her. What is it that happened to her? That in less than 2 years, she's now a queen. Yeah?
If I were you, I would not say what. You made an attempt to rape that woman. That is a criminal offense that's supposed to send you to prison.
Please, can you help me tell this idiot that I cannot go to jail because I did not succeed?
Can I have a moment of quietude, please? You two are not supposed to be arguing. Especially you. You're supposed to be sober. You're stupid.
God bless you. God bless you. This idiot here should be sober. But he has refused to be sober. And that's why, despite all our daily labor, nothing is working out in that office now.
I greet your Majesty.
$500,000 naira each. Only but a token of appreciation as approved by my husband to show our gratitude to you, mainly to you. Hopefully you remember the day you almost dragged me into the bush to rape me. And how a car almost ran me down. Well, the driver of that car was the prince. So you see, that race you triggered with all the criminal intentions attached to it landed me here. I spoke to my husband about you, and I also told him the role you played, and he asked that I bring you here and give you this.
Why did you collect my money? Did I hear you say your money? Give me my money now. Your money.
See, this idiot here he has no reason to benefit from this business. Will you know when I trigger the move?
Business? What business? No. This good woman called us here to bless us. You're just putting your wickedness into it. Imagine your life.
To bless us? Will you be here when I trigger the move? Yeah?
Hey, Dozier.
Bless us. Emergency.
Now, there is more where that came from. Convince me that you are now a changed man. And perhaps I can get my husband to give you more.
I am a changed man. I have changed. I am now a new man.
Liar! Your Majesty, this Jawuda here, Kerembo, has not changed. This Jawuda, you've not. Am I lying?
Stop it! What nonsense is that? Yeah? What warranty? Yeah? Quiet!
Have you changed? Have you?
Yeah? He was not there when I triggered the move.
Which movement?
Yeah?
Which move?
Idiot, Oshi.
Criminal. Jawuda.
Call me Jawuda.
Idiot. Criminal.
Where is the good woman? You are a fool.
Thank you. You expected her to stay here and watch your display of shame? You're stupid.
No, you're stupid.
Idiot.
Quiet! But it was not there. Quiet!
Criminal.
Your Majesty.
Before I came, I thought of it several nights, and I knew that is something you can do. Why are you not doing it?
Yes, I am not doing it because you are begging me of what is beyond my power and mandate. I am simply the chief priest of the land.
That's what makes you the spiritual advisor to the king, my husband. Ogwefi, I want you to tell the king to annul that marriage, that maiden will destroy the palace.
Are you trying to bribe me or something?
No, don't call it bribe, Ogwefi. One must be able to feed from the office he occupies.
I agree with you, Your Majesty. But not when it includes me lying in the name of the gods.
Ogwefi, I'll give you 300,000 naira for you to come and tell the king that maiden will destroy the palace. I can see that you're not impressed with the amount. Okay, I'll give you 500,000. 500,000 naira. It will go a long way for you to finish this building that has remained like this for years. I want that maiden to leave the palace.
Hey! I will Now listen, even if you give your 2 kidneys on a platter, I will not ignite the anger of the gods by telling lie against them. It could happen in another land, not in Agbadani. If that maiden is evil, wait and watch. Her evil will fish her out. The ancient port of Agbadani is now in the palace. Therefore, no evil will survive. Hey!
I don't know what actually pushed me to search her house. And I found this letter. I was stunned by the content of this letter.
So, why did you send for me?
Mama, please don't be offended. You are the only one of Abadani that works in that university. Please, is the content of this letter real?
It's real. But I always mind my business. I kept quiet all this while, being optimistic that one day this moment will come when the truth will prevail, because you cannot hide the truth forever.
Mama, you are talking as if you know exactly what this letter is talking about. But please tell me. I want to know, please.
The dean wrote the letter. I also know why the dean wrote it. Ijoma, your daughter, that you smuggled into the university, was an empty vessel. And so the dean advised her to leave the university. And that was about 3 years ago.
3 years ago? 3 years ago? So she has not been a student for the past 3 years, but I was paying her school fees.
You know, Cassia, you are not the only man in this dilemma. So many families are passing through this, just like you are passing through it. They keep paying the school fees of their daughters and even their sons that are not admitted in any school.
She was admitted. Her admission letter was sent to us here. She was admitted.
Of course, she was admitted. But when she woefully failed the 16 courses she took in her first semester, the dean advised her to leave. Because the university is not a place for dullards. Hey! She didn't fit into the system.
Madam, you were aware of all this. Why didn't you tell me? We are brothers.
We are brothers, yes. But like I said, I always mind my business. She's an empty vessel. So don't blame the system.
See, Jerry, you see this Edozie, Edozie is so wicked and evil. And I'm going to so deal with him in our union. He will think of committing suicide.
It is your father that is wicked and evil. It is all the members of your family that will commit suicide. What nonsense? You idiot. See, I was the person that made the move. You understand? Look at this guy, this idiot. I remember that he even placed a curse on me when I was trying to rape that girl. Now that money is involved, my question is, why will you touch the money? Why would I touch the money?
See, Edozie, I've warned you several times. If you are talking, learn how to control the movement of your hands. You won't understand. What nonsense? See, two of you, in fact, you are trying to cause problem to my hypothalamus. Yes, now hypothalamus. Are you trying to tell me that it is the same girl two of you connived to rape that is sharing money like Obuagu of Oketiti?
I am telling you what we experienced today. I'm telling you. See, she gave me $500,000. And I've deposited my own in my bank account.
And she only gave me $500,000. And this idiot here, this Jagoda, had the guts to tell her to her face that she would not give me money. What kind of nonsense?
Why would I say it? Were you the one that made the move?
Why will you say it?
What? You want to...
What rubbish is this? What is this? What is it now? Must I die in Abada the kingdom because I met a girl? Why can't she leave me alone? You people should tell her to leave me alone, no? What are you doing here now? What rubbish is this?
Jerry, what are you talking about, and who is the girl you're asking to leave you?
Look at this idiot, oh! Look at this stupid idiot! Who else do you think I'm talking about if not you that cannot leave me alone? What is it? What is it? Have I committed any crime in knowing you? Have I committed any crime in asking you out? Let me ask you, sir. When I met you, were you a virgin? Were you a virgin? No, I'm asking you. Answer me now. You are not a virgin. Then why do you want to crucify yourself around me? Am I the only person in Abada that has pointed nose? Am I? What is it?
Jerry.
What is it? Leave me alone.
Is him you're talking to?
So you're stupid though. Let me even tell you, Joma. You are the cheapest girl I've met in my life.
Aku. Hey! Huh?
Why are you doing this to me?
I'm not doing anything to you. I'm not doing anything to you. I'm just trying to sort you out. What type of girl are you? You've never resisted me. As a girl that was trained very well, you don't have elasticity. You have lost elasticity. Once I take you to the bed and put you to the bed, you open your Bermuda triangle. You open it. Look at these two boys. Innocent girl they try to rape is now the person sharing money to them, and you are here causing problem to my life. Don't get away from here. Get away!
Wait. Point of correction. Before she leaves with the impression that I'm a rapist. Jerry is wrong to say that we planned to rape. I am not a rapist. I have not done that before, and I can never be a rapist. Those days, the only rapist I know. If you don't leave now, he may rape you too.
You idiot!
Seeing the cheap as you are, Jerry has said it that you're cheap.
Go! Just go! Nonsense!
Jerry, are you this heartless?
No, see, hold it there. What is it now? What is it? Okay, what is it? Why are you questioning my pattern now? You have your own pattern. Jerry has his own pattern. Just do your own pattern. Leave my own pattern. Look at this stupid girl that has got her in between her legs. Trying to lure me to marry her. Do you know she was actually asking me the plans I have for her? That is what she was asking me. Am I so stupid to start off settling down with a wacko?
So, melody wheat pie. Wheat pie. That is melody wheat pie.
Okay, wheat pie, not meat pie.
Wheat pie, not meat pie.
Shut up, boy. You'll be chatting here.
Not fooling myself, and you know that. Instead, what I have chosen to do is resign myself to fate. So remain in your university. Stay there and build your class with your poor results. While I wait and pray on my God to remember me. I know He will remember me.
He will indeed remember you.
Oh my God. She was right. God finally remembered her. I am the one who has been fooling around.
He sent for me, Your Majesty. When did you join them?
I don't understand, Your Majesty. Which people did I join?
That witch is cooking in my kitchen as we speak. I went in there and saw her cooking. Where were you?
The order from the prince was very strict, Your Majesty. He said I must free his wife to use the kitchen freely, or he will not transfer my salary.
My son said that to you?
I cannot stand before you and lie, Your Majesty. He said I'm only allowed to cook simply for you and in occasions, or when we have a large number of visitors to the palace.
I'm losing grip of everything. My own son counters my instruction in this house.
But, speaking sincerely, Your Majesty, the woman is good. I have tasted her food, and I can attest to the fact that she was trained by the masters.
May God punish that your mouth for saying this in my presence. Get out of here, you fool! Even she was trained by the masters. Fool.
Greeting, Your Majesty. Madam Cole is here to see you.
Who is your Madam Cole?
The same woman that wanted to destroy our new queen. By refusing her going to the university and turning her into a hawker.
Oh, please spare me those useless details. What does she want?
She didn't tell me, but she said she wants to see you. Listening to her and watching her countenance, I think she still hates that new queen. Should I still let her in?
My Lord Whitby, I know you very well. For you to have come back here asking for the same room you rejected means you've made a decision for me. Tell me, what decision have you made?
And who told you that I'll be the one to stay in the room?
Are you not the person staying in the room? If you're not the person staying in the room, so who are you trying to put in the room?
Well, I'm getting that room for our out broadcasting technician.
So the technician you are talking about is the person a man or a lady?
Come on, Jerry. Don't be ridiculous. How can a lady be a technician? Well, I'm talking about a man who works directly under me.
Hi. Melody, if not that Jerry is a gentleman, I would have slapped the living hell out of you. What is wrong with you now? What is it? How can you be telling me these bullshits now?
Are you for real?
Yes, I'm for real.
Me? Melody Whitby, of all people, you think you could slap me?
Why would I slap you? Are you unslappable? No, I'm asking you now, are you unslappable? You just looked at me from head to foot and you're telling me you want to bring a man to stay with me? Do I look like gay? Do I look like a homosexual? A homo?
Oh, Jerry, so you're actually looking for a woman you could marry cheaply, right? What makes you think you could succeed with me?
What is it? Hi, Chile. What? Oh. Ijoma, what is it? Ijoma, what is it?
Jerry.
What is it now?
Jerry, I need my money. And I'm not leaving here today without my money.
See, I don't know what she's talking about. Please, what money are you talking about?
Please, I am sorry for the embarrassment, okay? But you see this guy? I am going to sort him out.
Why are you sorting me out?
Give me my money! Give me my money! Jerry, give me my money!
I don't know what she's talking about.
Jerry! Your stupidity is revealing the more each day. My dear, sort him out and collect your money before going.
See, wait. Wait, come and be the umpire here. Come and be the umpire.
Give me my money!
Why are you embarrassing me now? What money are you talking about?
What do you mean by what am I embarrassing?
You're embarrassing me now!
Repeat what you just said. You hate her so much. But yours is not anything near to the hatred I have for her. I know so because I have been making inquiries. So how do you want us to work together? My queen, that girl is the cat with 9 lives. Merely dissolving the marriage and sending her out of the palace will be of no use. She will always come back and your sorrows will be multiplied.
See, my dear, I sent everyone out of this house so that we can talk confidentially. But you know that my husband or my son might walk in unannounced. So go straight to the point.
My queen, if you are not a warrior, you may have some difficulties doing what I am going to tell you.
Say it first. You never can tell what I will do.
Listen, this shirt is Hakario. This is the gift given to me by Griba to Kapo. Let this thing know. What is it?
Jerry, is it not the same girl that was giving me the style of Akone Wetel?
And so what? Because you gave me the style of Akone Wetel, will I die for you? Will I die for you? What is it? Tell her to leave me now.
Jerry, you deform my hand. You're falling my hand. Settle this small problem now before it becomes too easy.
Okay? You are a madman. How? What is your problem? I told you I'm not only this girl, a deal of this girl, 1 naira. This girl ain't food, this girl tell him guy.
Very, very stupid.
You are very, very, very foolish. Get away. Get
away. Rubbish.
What have you done?
I did not do anything, no. You saw what happened. I just pushed him.
Hey! I didn't see anything.
Oh, you pushed Jerry for just using you and dumping you. Hey! You've just killed Jerry.
No, he's not there. Just wake him up.
You're here telling us you didn't do anything. Hey, Jerry!
I didn't do it.
Jerry!
One thing about me is that I believe in fair play. Peace is very important in every land. And here in Abadan, we are very lucky that we are peaceful. So go back to the town union secretariat and announce to the people that I, Eze Nathaniel Olonyo, agree with their proposal.
Ndubani, has it not happened before you all? I always tell us that we have an Igwe who understands the plight of his people.
Your Majesty,
yes.
I have heard so much about how good you are. But this is the very first time I am getting close to you in discussion on something that concerns kingdom revenue. And so far, Your Majesty, I am not disappointed at all. I am marveled at your humility, your leadership and sense of direction. Your Majesty, on that note, I want to submit that you are going to reign forever, Your Majesty. And your son here, Nabife, who has been functioning as barrister at law for the town union, he will reign after you, Your Majesty. Thank you very much, G.
Your Highness, now that our proposal has received your royal blessing, I suggest we retire back to our secretariat and tidy the papers and present.
Good. My son is already working with the town union as an attorney. Work closely with him. When the papers are ready and tidied up, bring them to me and I will endorse them all.
Ikorodike kobodo niile neche. Ikorodike kobodo niile neche. Mgbe ikorogeti eziokwu ga-apụta. Mgbe ikorogeti onye bụ ụzọ ga-ekpela azụ. Mgbe ikorogeti ọnọdụ ga-agbanwe. Ikorodike kobodo niile neche. Ikorodike kobodo niile neche. Ikorodike kobodo niile neche. Ikorodike kobodo niile neche. Mgbe ikorogeti eziokwu ga-apụta mgbe ikoro ga-eti onye bụ ụzọ ga-ekpela azụ mgbe ikoro ga-eti ọnọdụ ga-agbanwe ikoro dike ka obodo niile na-eche ikoro dike ka obodo niile na-eche.
What am I saying? Oh my goodness. Akidi, yes. This is what I want to eat. Wow.
Your Highness, this is mine. Yours is right here.
Yes, I know, my princess. You see, you can have the royal dish. Let me eat this one. I have not eaten akidi in years. Oh. My son will eat that one when he joins us.
It's not quite black.
Please, permit me to eat your akidi if you don't mind.
Oh, you're here.
Yeah. My son is confused. Our wife has just given me akidi, the best food a man can think of having. You can have a royal dish.
I just got a call from the police station and they confirmed to me that your daughter murdered her boyfriend. As I'm talking to you now, she has been arrested and she is in police custody.
What kind of stupid talk is this? Who is her boyfriend that she murdered?
Gangboof number 1. The second page is this. The letter I found in her box. I confronted your useless daughter with that letter, but she could not defend herself. I had to invite Ichiomema, whom you know works in that same university she attends. Do you know what Ichiomema told me? That your useless daughter was rusticated out of that school since 3 years ago and she has been collecting money from you and I, from me, in the name of paying school fees. Listen, let me ask you. Where in this world have I wronged you that your useless daughter turned me into a police?
Please save me from all this useless information. Save me. Do you happen to know the police station where she's being held?
Thank God you know that you are the one that will go to that police station, because I, Ilu Akasia, will not move an inch towards death.
Which police station? I beg you, which police station?
Okay. Listen. The police station is area 14. If they allow you to bail her, that is your own business. As at now, what I am thinking is the way forward. Taking a new wife that will give me a good child. Good children.
What did I hear you say?
What you heard is the correct thing. You heard me saying exactly what I'm already planning. You are a combination of all the evil in this whole world. From that is what you are. That's what I got.
Come, you can look, but don't touch.
I understand this is what the king was eating before he collapsed. What kind of food is this?
This is akide, a delicacy in Igbo land. So nutritious. Better than all those fats you've been feeding us with.
A delicacy in Igbo land. Yes. A delicacy in Igbo land, and the king will eat and collapse after eating? Please, give me a break.
Okay, what are you trying to prove? That you're intelligent or smart in reasoning? Don't provoke me beyond the level I can take. Otherwise you see the other side of me. Idiot.
Since 30 years I married my husband, your father. He has never been sick. Now we married a useless schemer. And my husband is not in this hospital. Hey, you should be calm down. Hey.
The doctor said we should wait here while they handle this emergency. Just calm down, everything will be okay. How's he?
How is my husband?
We did our best. We arrived immediately we were called. We brought him down here, rushed him down to the diagnostic center to find out what happened to him.
Okay, so what did you diagnose? What happened to him?
He was poisoned. Poisoned with an unknown poisonous substance that destroyed his internal organs.
Poison.
Poison.
How? By who?
Please control your mom, your wife, and those people out there. See, his internal organs were completely destroyed beyond what medical science could handle.
So, what do we do? Where is he? Can he be flown abroad or something?
We lost him. Yes, we lost him.
You... What?
Hey! Hey! Let's get up to your house! Let's get up to your house!
Retired Air Commodore Ilodibe speaking. How may I help you?
The evil girl you brought into my family has killed my husband.
What do you mean by that?
For this Saturday game you played that brought her into my palace, posterity will be very harsh on you. What's that look on your face? What happened?
I just got a call from the queen saying that the girl killed the king. I don't understand what she means by that.
What? Maybe you should call her back. Call her back and get her to explain what she meant.
I don't understand this drama. What's going on?
The report is that he was poisoned. You were the one that prepared the last meal that he ate. Can you now tell the elders in council that you were not the one that murdered the king?
What he ate was the akidi that I prepared for myself, which I was eating before I realized his food was getting cold and I came here to call him. On getting to the dining table, he saw the akidi I was eating and he requested that I let him have it. In his words, he had not eaten akidi in years. Who am I to say no to the king?
You're a liar. This girl poisoned my husband. My noble husband that has married me for 30 good years was murdered by this girl here. Have you seen what it cost? I found you a decent girl for you to marry. You rejected her and married this low class into this house. And now she has rendered you fatherless.
Woman, what we are doing here is a spiritual exercise. And that is why we've not invited the police into this matter. Stop interfering in the process, please. Open it. Is this the same food you prepared?
Yes.
And this is the food the king was eating before he collapsed and was confirmed as having been poisoned.
I don't really know what happened. It all happened before my husband here.
Well, okay, hold it. Look at me, eyeball to eyeball. I swear that you were not the one that poisoned the plate of Akidi.
Swear and
Swear and
vindicate
you swear.
yourself.
Swear!
I didn't poison the food. How could I have poisoned the food I wanted to eat?
It does in council. I hope you are here with me. Yes. Okay. There's only one way out of this forest of constellation. Give me that food. Now eat this food. If nothing happens to you, after eating this food, we will be overwhelmingly convinced that the king was poisoned from another source and not from your plate of Akidi. Eat it.
Eat it! It's the food you cooked.
Opa will see it.
Eat.
A lot of things are happening in this palace. There are hurdles set before me. I don't even know where I have gone wrong. But I would not eat this Akidi.
Have I not been vindicated?
My friend,
She killed my husband.
I didn't kill him.
if we invite the police into this matter, they will call for an autopsy. And an autopsy will open the remains of our king when subjected to medical examination. And that will tantamount to desecration of the remains of the man that was once the custodian of our custom and tradition. That will be an abomination that will destroy Abadani.
So, what do we do now?
A very pertinent question, my prince. The woman that murdered the king must proceed on punishment.
Yes.
And never to be seen anywhere around Abadani as we lower the king in the next 3 days. And then define the way forward for our kingdom.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
I didn't do it. Please tell me.
And what are you still doing in this battle?
I didn't.
Leave this place. Now. Leave this moment. You know the gravity of the offense you committed?
Take her out.
Leave.
This is the waterfall of our land. Yes. Why didn't she swear on this and vindicate herself? She should have sworn. She should have.
Honestly, I'm confused.
Yeah?
This is horrible.
onye bochiri ọnụ onye agwalụ ya ekwu n'okwu onye sepụrụ ọnụ onye sepụrụ ọnụ n'ala ya jide obi ya aka ya chere ikoro dike mgbe ikoro ga-eti eziokwu ga-apụta mgbe ikoro ga-eti onye bụ ụzọ ga-ekpela azụ mgbe ikoro ga-eti ọnọdụ ga-agbanwe ikoro dike ka obodo niile na-eche ikoro dike ka obodo niile na-eche onye bochiri ọnụ onye agwalụ ya ekwu n'okwu onye sepụrụ ọnụ onye sepụrụ ọnụ n'ala.
Do you think we are playing here or what? Why did you stop?
I have a small pendant that I own. It was given to me by my mother. And it is my most prized possession. Can I please go?
Nonsense. That request is not granted. You are not to enter this palace again.
Yes.
Now proceed to any land that welcomes you. Now get this into your head where you will always remember. Any day you are seen anywhere in Abadani, you will be stoned to death. Now, move.
Move.
Move! I say move.
Move straight. We're not joking. Move.
If it is possible, evaporate. Move.
Onye sepụrụ ọnụ n'ala ya jide obi ya aka ya chere ikoro dike mgbe ikoro ga-eti eziokwu ga-apụta mgbe ikoro ga-eti onye bụ ụzọ ga-ekpela azụ mgbe ikoro ga-eti ọnọdụ ga-agbanwe ikoro dike ka obodo niile na-eche ikoro dike ka obodo niile na-eche.
The 17th day of November is indeed the saddest day of my life. I lost my father. Now my wife who should console me has been banished. Where did I go wrong?
You didn't go wrong anywhere, my son. You didn't go wrong, my prince. The witch that came to separate us is gone. As Ichiomema said, we'll define the way forward. Okay? It's okay. It's okay.
My instincts never failed me. My mind tells me she did not poison that food. I am not certain about anything, but posterity will be the judge.
Does it mean that the leftover aura of her witchcraft is stronger than the original? Why is this thing misbehaving? Even now that she's gone.
Believe me, my queen, I am as devastated as you are. I did what I did because I believed you were in love. It never occurred to me that it will result in this.
From the very first day I set my eyes on that maiden, I knew what she represented. But the problem with me is that I elected to use diplomacy. If I knew that she was capable of administering poison, oh God, I would have thrown her out of this house long time ago.
You see, you cannot blame yourself. After all, you are not God. I saw her as a young woman that was being denied of her right. So I decided to help her. I never knew I was brewing a demon.
Thank God someone else has seen the evil in that girl. But my son still thinks about that demon that killed his father. I don't know what she must have given my son. I don't know.
My queen, I believe he loves that girl. I can attest to that. But very soon, he will get rid of that. He must get over it.
I pray. I really pray so.
She's not picking my calls. I don't know why.
I think she's still devastated. She'll call you back when she gets back to us normal self.
Collins, will she ever reinvent herself? I don't know why I failed to stop her.
You couldn't have stopped her. No. Such intervention will make the elders to believe that you connived with her to kill the king your father, and that is not good for you.
Do you actually think she killed the king?
I have no doubt, my prince. The evidence is so clear and overwhelming.
This is ridiculous, Collins. She has no reason to kill the king.
That is what you think. That's not what I think. I think she has every reason to kill the king. See, she believes that someday that your mother will convince your father to chase her out of the palace. And to stop that, she has to kill your father, to weaken your mother.
I don't believe that. If she's capable of poisoning anyone, I should have poisoned my mother who has shown her so much hatred.
Ah, my prince, you're not thinking. Think. She couldn't have killed your mother because your mother saw it coming. She blocked every access of her killing her. She stopped her from giving her what she eats. The only person she has access to was your father. The one that loves her. The more reason I'm beginning to believe your mother that she has a link with witchcraft. You know what they say about witches? They get to harm the people that love them the most.
I can't believe it. I can't believe you allowed them brainwash you like this. Come on, you look at them. Where is the officer in you?
Why are you sounding as if you don't understand what I said? The cross-examination was handled by an experienced elder right in front of me. The same food she served the king was given to her to eat, but she refused.
Would you have eaten the food if you were in her position?
Why wouldn't she eat the food? If she was sure she didn't poison the food, she would have eaten it.
Listen, my dear. Anyone who is surrounded by enemies must learn to guard his or her life with extreme care. That palace got compromised. And by refusing to eat the food that killed the king, I give it to her that she acted wisely.
Wisely? When she has been banished from the land, can you say it like this?
Banished. Banished, you said. That means she's still alive. It's better to be alive than eat the food, the compromised food that killed the king to prove a point and die in the process. One has to be alive to stage a comeback.
Stage a comeback? Do you think she could stage a comeback?
I don't know what I think. Well, but that girl that lived with me for 1 year, she cannot poison anyone.
We heard of the tragedy that befell the palace, and we came here to console you.
I'm consoled already, but I'm very happy that you're here. Linda, I'm happy to have you here. You know that my son must be married before he's crowned the king. And now that that demon that he found for himself has proven how evil she is, my son must marry you now.
Awesome! Didn't you hear what she just said, Linda? Why are you not smiling?
I heard her, mother. But sincerely, I am no longer interested.
Did I hear you right?
I am serious, Your Majesty. I followed up with everything that happened in the palace, and my interest evaporated. I have a man now from Enugu, and I'm going to marry him. I prefer to be married to a man from Enugu and be a free woman than to be married into royalty and be in bondage.
Why is your daughter sounding like this? Why is she voicing the unthinkable?
Please, Your Majesty, allow me to handle this. She's only a child. And you must expect her to exhibit some form of youthful exuberance and bad judgment. Please.
Yeah, who's that coming? Wow. What do we have here?
Linda Hamadiki, please to sit down.
Thank you.
How are you?
I'm fine. We heard what happened. My mother and I are here to consult with the royal household.
Thank you. You don't know how much I appreciate what you just did. I will never forget this.
I am happy you've overcome what happened.
Yeah, we shall bury him tomorrow. And in line with the words of Obuifio Malinze, we will define the way forward for the land.
I hope the definition has nothing to do with me. Because I already told the Queen when she raised the topic that I'm no longer interested.
She raised the topic. What topic is that?
Topic of me becoming your wife. I have a man from Enugu that wants to make me his wife. And I am not going to disappoint him. I have come to tell you, so you don't hear it from the Queen and feel very slighted.
I honestly don't know what to say.
If I'm president,
Yeah.
president,
Yeah.
president,
Yeah.
Ekenemu, another one will lose. Whenever problem erupts in a community, whether good or bad, it's always beneficial to the others in council.
Yes. And you should remember what you are saying is a popular saying in our land.
Yes.
But I don't understand how the untimely death of our king has become beneficial to the elders in council. I don't understand it.
Ichie also, before this meeting, I had another meeting with Ichie Ogonapa and Ichie Okeke here. And we are thinking that we have an opportunity to change the royalty of our kingdom from the Oloibeyas. Yes!
I don't understand why anybody will come up with that kind of scheme. Is you remember? Prince Nabife is now a lawyer, barrister at law, who has been functioning as lawyer to the town union, and he has been doing remarkably well.
I know that.
As we speak, business is booming and the kingdom revenue is flowing. Why must we think of shooting ourselves in the leg by changing royalty from that lineage? It will backfire.
We are not the ones that will change it, because nature itself has changed it. We are going to bury our king tomorrow and crown a man that has a wife. Nabuife has no wife.
On point, boy.
It's your mama. You see, we cannot sustain this conspiracy. Because this will cause a serious problem in this community.
My dear Shio, don't defend anybody, please. We need a change in this community.
Yes,
we need a change.
Let me just make something clear, please. Let us not waste time in this meeting, because I think I know where we are going. The problem here now is that Prince Nabife has no wife, right?
Yes.
That's why we are planning to change royalty.
Yes.
No problem. I want us to leave our phones open. Before dusk, I will call all of you.
Now, what do you want to achieve by that?
Until I call you. Where and what? Once I call you, please make yourself available. But one thing that I want to make you understand now is, before tomorrow, Prince Nabifa, we have a wife.
Let's go and see. Overnight wife in jail. Is it possible? Who's the politician?
I don't know why you're so concerned about this marriage as though you're the one getting married. We are here to bury my father and you've already gone to make marriage proposal to the maiden on my behalf. What kind of recklessness is this, mother?
You don't understand kingdom politics.
What kingdom politics and what has it got to do with this?
Once they blow your father tomorrow, another will be crowned.
Is who are they going to crown?
Someone who has a wife. And don't argue with me when it comes to royalty, because I've been in this thing for 30 good years. Get married and stand a chance.
Yeah, please, President Abife, tell me the maiden you like most in this kingdom, and we're going to marry her for you this night. If you don't have anybody in mind, tell me also, and I'm going to arrange one wife for you. That is not up to what I can do, because you must marry this night.
What kind of urgency is this? How can I get married this night?
Because that is the only way you can retain the crown. Some powerful elders in this kingdom are already scheming to terminate royalty from your lineage, because they said you have no wife. I want you to tell me the name of the maiden you like most. We must marry her this night. That is the only way you can retain the crown. I want to show them that I am a deadly politician. That I am the man that is behind the mask.
Can I call you back?
Why not? You can call me back. But in the meantime, I am here with Ishi Okoro, who will bring the secretary into this. The secretary must come here this evening, because this night is going to be very busy. You must have a wife now, Bamian. You what I mean?
Okay, thank you. My regards to the secretary. Tell him I'll call you soon.
Yes, waiting for your call. Very important. Ishiokolo, I understand what you mean, that you have already programmed yourself for something else this night. I can excuse you from this. But please, try and send word to the secretary. Let him understand the importance of this mission. He must meet me here this evening. You can see how urgent this thing is.
I'll do that.
Please.
I'll do that.
Let him understand.
Confide in me, I'll do that for you.
When they come back, they are on Dawa.
Hey! For Ichiozo to show this level of agitation means this is a serious issue. The problem is, I don't have any maiden in mind.
Says who? That Linda is no longer available does not mean you don't have another. Amaka is there. She's available. We can marry her.
The fruit salad, my friends.
Thank you, Amaka.
You're welcome.
I'm sorry, Amaka. Please come back.
Yes, my prince.
There is something going on around here and I don't like it.
Something going on where?
Thanks for the salad. Don't bother about the plate, I'll handle it. Good night.
Good night, my prince. Good night.
That's not possible. The same Amaka with no character? The same Amaka that tried to seduce me in this palace? Why must she be the one?
Because I trust her. The devil you know is better than the angel you know nothing about.
Not just this girl, mother, not this one. Amaka is bereft of manners.
Leave that angle for me, son. When she finally becomes your wife, I'll teach her those manners. Trust me. It's okay.
What was going through your mind that night you tried to seduce me?
My prince, you make me shy whenever you ask me that. I was only trying to impress the one that means the world to me.
I still find this hard to believe. How can we even get married at night?
There is absolutely nothing wrong with that. The same time we refer to as night here is day in the US. They are getting married and God is still blessing them, for He is the same God.
Wow. Look at Amaka. I never knew you were this intelligent.
Well, the earlier you start seeing me as Amaka, your wife, and not Amaka the maid, the better for us.
Ah.
Son, the elders are here. I can see that both of you are getting on well.
Amaka here was just explaining to me the reason as to which we could get married at night, and sincerely I marveled. I never knew she was this intelligent.
That has always been the problem I had with you, because you always look down my judgment, and that's not fair. Amaka here is a girl that will give birth to the son, that will be accorded the glamorous respect of the gun salute and the sound of Ikolo, and not that riffraff you brought her as a wife.
Mom, please. I'm sorry, but we can't do without bringing up your mind to this. Forget everything that has happened. She's still my wife.
Please, can I take you to the elders? You know that as I'll be burying your father tomorrow, I won't be able to go out this night.
Better. Because you will go there and spoil things for me. Tell them I'm right behind you.
Your husband is calling me a troublemaker. Make him understand that I'm a perfect judge and a wonderful mother. I will tell them that you're coming.
And she is a perfect judge. Yes, I'm a testimony to that. Come on, let's go.
I hate waste.
Hi! You idiot. See, let me be sincere with you. I can swear on my life that there's conspiracy somewhere. Yes! See, that man that forgave us, called us and gave us money, cannot murder anyone. It's not possible. Not possible.
Those I believe the same too. But the elders are insisting that the evidence against her was overwhelming. And we should not willing to eat the same food she served. That's just my problem.
Forget about the evidence against her. Yeah? Do you still remember the woman in question? Oh, I can still see her innocent face the day she threw her pan of creation on me and ran into Prince. That man, he cannot kill a fly. He cannot hunt a fly. Bam.
Had it been I got her number that day, that very day, I would have called her now to know her whereabouts.
Call her to know her whereabouts? For what? For what?
Tomorrow, of course.
You idiot.
So is it because I've been cutting wood with you?
Don't you know as I will make a good husband to that good woman that has a good heart? You idiot. Hey! Take it out, take it. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? What can I pose to handle? No. So, okay. I'll go. How can you be looking for a woman that you will marry and you have the guts to remember someone that I have already found for myself? And Apwala. Okay, I'm on. Okay, nine.
I have a man now from Enugu, and I'm going to marry him. I prefer to be married to a man from Enugu and be a free woman than to be married into royalty and be in bondage.
What came over this girl? What came over my daughter?
Mother, I don't know why you have called me here, but all I want to do is sleep. If it has anything to do with the palace, I don't want to discuss it.
Linda, what is the problem with you? How could you reject this offer to become the queen of Abatani? How?
He made his choice and I moved on with my life. I have a man of Enugu that wants to marry me, an established contractor, and I am not going to disappoint him because of the unfounded scandal that broke in the palace.
Lekweya, unfounded scandal? What do you mean by unfounded scandal?
The unfounded scandal in the sense that I don't believe that girl poisoned the king.
Oh, please! How could you argue on something that happened before everybody? Why would you defend someone who was not even able to defend herself? Why?
How are you sure she was even given the chance to defend herself? Mother, I don't want to go into all of this. Whosoever the prince chooses to marry, I support him.
You are mad. Okay? You are mad. I'm not going to say anything to you until I see that so-called contractor from Enugu.
Even as Mrs. Ohamadike, wife of Chief Ohamadike, of all people, you are behaving like this because someone from a rich family rejected your daughter. I wonder what you would have done if you had been married to a poor man.
Listen to me. Money is one thing. Contact and connection is another. And that is the point you're missing. I will not spend eternity educating you on that. Excuse me.
If finally the prince is the last man on earth, I choose to remain single.
Dubai Queen!
Yeah.
Queen!
Yeah.
Where's Win?
Yeah.
We all know that tomorrow will be so hectic for us. I also believe that we know why we are here gathered. Therefore, I want us to go straight to the point. Makarandi bias is no you don't need to say it again.
Amaka is the lucky one. And we are here to marry her this night.
That is why we are here.
What's the problem? I'm not recording.
Why is he living like that?
Women.
Are you sure what you're saying? Call them now, you hear their voice. Call them.
Who is that? Hello!
Hello? Hello? My name is Nabife. The phone you're holding belongs to my wife. She has been missing. Please, where did you find it?
We are hunters. We found it in the bush, where we went to hunt for grass cutters.
The bush. Which bush?
The man asked me where we picked the phone.
Tell the man now. Yes, now tell him.
Hello? Like how much are you going to pay us?
I will pay anything, anything. I am willing to pay anything. I am a prince, the heir apparent to the throne of Abada and the kingdom. And that phone belongs to the princess of Abada and the kingdom. She has been missing, and any information on her would be very, very useful. Please, where are you guys? Hello? 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 It has gone off.
Hey, call them back, call them back. That's the only hope we have.
Oh, not again. This has gone off.
Oh.
It has gone off. Hi.
Hey. What's happening now? Why you off the phone? You know how more make money from this opportunity.
This is not opportunity. This is trap.
Trap.
It was the prince of Agbadan that called me. This phone belonged to his wife, who has gone missing. Are you not seeing trouble? If greed for money makes us show our face, we shall die in jail.
You mean this phone belongs to the wife of Prince of Abadan?
Abadan. And he got missing.
How comes this phone take enter bush?
That's why I off the phone. Tomorrow, we shall simply go to a cocker and say this phone. Whatever we make, we share it. Simple.
Guy. No be waiting and they think now. This phone number will go through well. We go lost am. Carry am go back that bush. We try inside that bush. See, if you want to avoid Satan,
if you inside this phone,
avoid it. See, we go through this phone. We no go sell this phone. We carry am go back that bush.
You have fulfilled all the traditional requirements to have this woman as your wife. Standing before the moon, I, Obohezugo, the traditional head of the Obiako family, give you this, our daughter, Amaka, as your wife.
You see, I needed to prove to them that I am deadly when it comes to politics. Now I want to see that hurdle that will prevent us from putting the crown on his head tomorrow.
My king, the food is ready. Please come, let's eat. What is the problem, my king? You can't continue like this.
You don't seem to understand what I'm facing. Amaka, you are my wife now. And in all fairness to you, you are doing your best.
Why then are you endlessly complaining? I am and will always be here for you. See, my king, you are a king today. And people look up to you for direction and leadership. You have to be strong.
It's not that easy. She was my wife. She was the love of my life. Do you know what it feels like to wake up each morning with the thoughts that she has been devoured by wild animals?
But my king, Collins has told you countless times in my presence. I mean, we are not even sure that she has been devoured by wild animals.
Disregard whatever Collins says. He has his own opinion about Obioma. Look at this objectively. What was her phone doing in the forest?
These hunters you say you spoke to on her phone, did they confirm to you that they saw anything that suggests that she has been torn into shreds by wild animals?
It was all my fault. They asked me what I could pay. They demanded money. I would have told them ₦1,000,000 or anything. No amount is too much for information on my wife. I didn't make them any promise. I didn't say anything. Instead, I went on about how I was a prince and how I could pay anything. They cut the phone on me, and that was the last time the phone rang.
It's okay. Come. You will be fine. But please, you need to overcome this. You can surely overcome it.
My king, the match has started. Arsenal is winning Chelsea. What have I done? I just came to tell you that the match has started. Do you have any sympathy for Chelsea?
Don't you come here telling me about football. I'm mourning my wife.
I'm sorry, my king.
You are the chief priest of this land, and I expect you to be bothered on the calamities happening in this land. Why are you not bothered?
Can you stand before any deity to swear that I'm not bothered?
I can swear with urgency. I am the one that is bothered, and that is why I have gone to Enugu to consult with Dondi Owadi Zidibi of Enugu and also Uchangul of Umori on the way forward concerning the calamities happening in our land.
And what did he tell you?
He referred me back to you. Let me repeat his exact words. Why are you in the abode of Ozo Oshambolo making inquiries on what is happening in Abadane when the chief priest of Abadane is still alive? Yes. Those were his exact words.
And what could you make from the great words of such great man?
Very simple. What I make is that you have a role to play in all this. I am surprised that you are not playing the roles. I came here simply to ask you, Uwefi, please, play those roles.
Then you may have to return to Ozo Bushangulu and explain to him the reason why you have to banish a woman on the allegations of murder without seeking the opinion of the chief priest.
I don't understand what you mean by allegations of murder. Uwefi, they were not mere allegations. For she refused to eat the very food she served the king. That could only mean one thing, Uwefi. She actually poisoned the food.
Ah! How dare you, Emir Mundane, stand here or sit here to dictate for the gods? Have you come here to tell me what you know or to listen to me? Hey! Huh? Now leave. Huh? Leave! Now! Leave!
Why do I have this feeling that elders in council do not want to cooperate with me?
That is wrong, Your Majesty, and you know it. You are our king, who has been very wonderful, like the father. Very wonderful. Yes. We are ever ready to cooperate with you.
Then why do you find it difficult to believe me? This is exactly 1 year I lost my former wife. I believe all the calamities happening to us are as a result of the fact that we all have refused to give her a befitting burial. Her spirit is what is disturbing us.
Your Majesty, with all due respect, I will not be part of a council that will make a terrible mistake. Please. Your Majesty, we made you king. And so far, you are doing wonderfully well as our king. You cannot cajole us into organizing a befitting burial for a woman that we cannot confirm authoritatively that she has died. We cannot.
You don't seem to get it, Ikiozo. The hunters I called before the phone went dead and off confirmed that they picked the phone in the forest where the wild animals devoured her. Let us give her a befitting burial. That's my point.
No, Your Majesty. I have to come in now because you are pressing to have your way. It cannot happen. That was a woman that was banished justly because of murder. She left in our presence to serve her banishment. Even if we are 100% sure that she died while serving her banishment. We, the people of Abadan, cannot disgrace our land by giving her befitting burial. No, they are not.
Oh!
Okay. What is it? What is it? What is it, my king? What is it? No! My king!
Medically, there is nothing wrong with your king.
Doctor, is this some kind of joke or what?
If there is nothing wrong with him medically, like you said, why then did he collapse?
And why is he on life support?
Well, we have removed all life support machines on him because the solution to his problem is not here.
Hey, doctor, you are confusing us. If the solution to the problem of a sick man is not here in the hospital, where then is the solution? Ask him. Where?
See,
Hold on, because I have this feeling that you have difficulty in communicating. If money is the problem that you don't know how to tell us that we are going to pay, please come out clear and tell us how much. We, the elders of Abadan, we are capable of paying. Is there a way you can communicate to this doctor that money is not our problem?
Doctor, money is never the problem. Please, tell us what we want to hear.
You see, this case is more cultural than medical.
Meaning?
We have diagnosed him completely and found out there was nothing wrong with him. Even ordinary malaria. We could not ascertain anything.
And he collapsed?
Yes. Others, I suggest you take your king back to the palace and seek for the solution from within.
Ichiozo, it still sounds like a jigsaw puzzle to me, in the sense that if we take the king back to the palace, our people may rise up against us, thinking that we brought the king back to the palace to die.
But that is exactly what they will say.
But you can't continue keeping him here. We have diagnosed him and we found nothing. We can't administer any treatment on him. Medically, he's okay. That's it.
Having reconciled what the chief priest said with that of the doctor, I am beginning to feel that we must have ignited the anger of the gods.
So are you saying we should do what the king already suggested?
I think...
what did
he suggest?
That the problem we are facing now in this kingdom is because we have refused to give his devoured wife a befitting burial. In fact, he was very blunt when he said that the spirit of his devoured wife is what is disturbing us. So I think the befitting burial may actually be the way forward.
Don't tell me you are even giving that a second thought.
There's no way we can give a befitting burial to a banished woman. It's impossible.
Chief Omema, you see, if giving the woman a befitting burial will save the situation, let's do it. Or better still, you people go back to the chief priest and press him. Press him.
He's already angry with us. He spoke to me harshly
for banishing the woman without consulting him.
I've even lost the face to go back to him. You see, Mama, I want us to understand something. You weren't the only one that he spoke to. He spoke to me too. I also went to him, he spoke to me harshly.
Okay.
But if you look closely, you will see there is sense in what Ishe Koroya is saying. This man with the name border is our priest. He is the one that's supposed to be guiding us. So that he's angry, it makes no sense. We have to go to him and press him to solve the problem, because somehow I believe he has a solution to this problem.
You have a point.
Because if you continue asking, one day you answer the question.
Yes, you're right.
Hey. What are we going to call this one now? What is this one?
Easy wine, easy wine. I don't even know what to say. I don't understand all this.
Are you sure you don't have a hand in this?
Mother, how can you say that? How can I have a hand in the problem troubling my husband?
The chief priest of Abadan, we salute you.
I agree to all too.
On behalf of all of us that committed the blunder of banishing the devout woman without consulting you. I apologize to you. Ogbuefi Udenebona, the chief priest of Abadani. Please forgive us and guide us.
Yo, Ogbuefi, before our king collapsed, he was trying to convince us that the problem facing our land is because his devout wife has not been given befitting burial. Yes. We, the elders in council, have already decided that there is no way we are going to organize a befitting burial for a banished woman. But now you have made it clear to us that our banishment order lacked merit because we acted without consulting you. Can we now organize a befitting burial for this devout woman to solve the problem in our land? No, Bronya.
Oh, yeah.
Nico.
Fear! The problem has nothing to do with the befitting burial. For we are not even sure that anybody was divorced. Yes. The truth is that the pregnancy of our new queen was not celebrated. And that is our problem.
Odim. Okay, ma. Odim. Oh,
What kind of stupid wife are you to my son?
Did you say stupid? Where did I go wrong, Your Majesty?
How long did you expect to stay with him before you get pregnant? Huh?
Sincerely, I don't know where this is coming from.
Just keep that pretense, because you can't get me with that. You know, my husband once called you a strange woman. I think I'm beginning to see what he meant by that.
Your Majesty, I am losing it. I mean, why are you calling me names?
Why I'm calling you names? Look at your husband. Lying down here helpless. And the elders said that they are going to do something. And up till now, they've not been able to do anything. And you've lived with him long enough to get pregnant. You are just a useless woman. Very stupid.
Where did I go wrong? I have done everything as a good wife. What did I do? Where did I go wrong? Is this the kind of mother-in-law I got myself involved with? Did you see the Queen Mother on your way here?
I saw her. She's with the elders downstairs. I have news for you. I have good news and I have bad news.
And what is this bad news?
Your marriage has been declared a nullity by the chief priest. That means that you are not married.
What kind of wordless talk is that?
It's not a wordless talk. If I were you, I'll get my people to go to the chief priest and make a broader inquiry. Your marriage took place in the night. That's why you've not conceived yet. Had it been it took place in the daytime, you would have been a mother by now.
And what is this good news?
What kind of a woman are you? You still have appetite for another after all I said to you? You just confirmed to me that you're indeed a strange woman.
Collins? What did you just say?
Nothing. Forget it.
Your Majesty, all those things we did in order to beat the deadline, we are ranked as political moves made by kingdom politicians and the chief priest. As it is now, that poor girl will never conceive unless we go back and marry her during the day.
I hate this Ogbuefi Udenebona so much. I went to him to make inquiries, but he refused to speak. So why is he talking now?
Your Majesty, I will advise you to be very, very mindful of the kind of things you say about the wife with the Nebona, the chief priest of Abadan, or Kalamad or Kalamo. Because whatever you say can backfire.
As if I care. I hate that man so much. Yeah, I even with that boss.
Collins already briefed me that my marriage to the prince has been declared a nullity. They say I can't conceive except you people come back and marry me during the day.
You don't have to leave, my dear. I'm so sorry about what you heard.
But now that the problem has been revealed, I promise you, my dear, we are going to solve it. You don't just have to leave.
I'm sorry, but I've made up my mind already. I arrived here at night, and I'm leaving this night. I'm sorry.
This is very magical. What are we going to call this?
I believe this process has a link with the gods and even the ancestors. We must continue to follow the star till we get to our destination. The journey to salvage our land starts now, this very moment. Uje?
Amaka, our daughter, came back to the family last night, saying that her marriage has been nullified. And I made inquiries from some of the elders that we were with in the meeting, and they've confirmed what we said.
And were you told I said I am disappointed in you?
Yes, Ichie Uzu said so, and I was wondering why.
When your mother was married, was it under the sun or under the moon?
I wasn't briefed, but I believe it's under the sun.
I see. Ever since we have been giving our women in marriage, has it been on record that a woman has been blessed for marriage under the moon?
I need to make a clarification here. I was not the person that initiated the move. In fact, it was Ichie Uzu that initiated the move. He said that without the prince being married, he will not be crowned king.
And you believe the politician without consulting the chief priest is something that borders on succession to the throne. I am disappointed in you.
Please, I came to see the way forward. If we now bless this marriage during the day, will she be able to conceive for her husband?
Well, 3 elders of this land are already following the star of the king, and they will return with the born king to the palace. Then after the revelation that will follow the gun salute and the special Ikolo sound, the king, who is now lying sick at the mercy of our ancestors, will be the very one to decide whether he needs a new wife.
Good morning, ma.
Good morning. Please, I need your help.
How do we help you?
I'm looking for someone that lives around here. He's a native doctor.
Native doctor? Yeah. Here in Aguku, we have a lot of native doctors. Exactly. Do you know the name of this particular person you're looking for?
His name is Obalo. Obalo.
Here. Ngosawan.
We just saw his widow down the road. Just drive down, you see his house.
Ekapu.
world do we live in?
What
will such a woman be doing with that like kind of obalo?
See, let me tell you, the beautiful women are now the ones patronizing native doctors. This double name okay, malo. Biko biaka.
He was shouting as he was dying. From what we gathered, something he gave someone to kill a woman was mistakenly placed and it killed a man instead. He paid the penalty for that mistake. He died with the man that was killed by mistake.
When was that?
17 November.
The 17th day of November is indeed the saddest day of my life. I lost my father. Now my wife who should console me has been banished. Where did I go wrong?
Same date. What is going on?
What do you mean by the same date? Do you know anything about the untimely death of my husband?
No. I don't know your husband. And we never met. I'm feeling your pain. And I know that you've been consoled already. My condolence, my dear.
Thank you, ma.
Thank you. 17th November. The same date. What is going on?
Judging from what happened already, I will advise you to forget about the palace. We made a mistake to have married you to that man. Try and forget them and reinvent yourself. Your own man is coming very soon.
I'm sorry, Uncle, but I'll have to cut you short. I am not bothered about what happened. Neither am I blaming anyone. I take the whole blame. I will invent myself as you have advised. Thank you for your concern. I'm really grateful. Thank you.
I am here to see my friend, Nkoleka. the wife of Ilo Acacia of Enu village. Is this not her house?
And she's the same person I'm talking about. She died last year after her husband married me, and the chief priest said that she died of bottled abomination, and she should not even be buried in this village.
She died of bottled what?
Abomination.
What is the meaning of that?
Personally, I don't know the meaning.
Who's this person? Queen. Are you not the queen of Abadan? Lolo. Lolo, why are you disguising yourself? Lolo.
Nai, are you sure of what you say that she's the queen?
What was she discussing with you? What did she come here to do?
I was there. She came looking for Mami Jama, your late wife. And I told her what happened. That is all.
What is the meaning of this? What could she be doing in our house? What is the meaning of this? We should have come with a car. Do you know we are already in Namanuke? And still we don't know where the Bon King is. Seriously, I am beginning not to see the wisdom in this. We say we are the wise men that are traveling from Abadan, and we are not seeing the wisdom. This journey now we are embarking on. Finally, we may see ourselves in Otuosha or even Kogi. Yes,
that has not taken away the wisdom in us. We don't need a car for all this important journey. If we had come in a car, how would we have followed the star judiciously? Not to talk of crossing the Njaba River that we already crossed. Elders, let us behave ourselves, please, before we begin to digress.
Did you just see what happened? Huh? You see, the star just collapsed on that house. That could be where they are.
Okay, follow me. Let's figure it out. It's becoming interesting. Yes.
onye sepụrụ ọnụ n'ala ejide obi ya ka ya chere ikoro dike mgbe ikoro ga-eti eziokwu ga-apụta mgbe ikoro ga-eti onye bụ ụzọ ga-ekpela azụ mgbe ikoro ga-eti ọnọdụ ga-agbanwe ikoro dike ka obodo niile na-eche ikoro dike ka obodo niile na-eche ikoro dike ka obodo niile na-eche mgbe ikoro ga-eti eziokwu ga-apụta mgbe ikoro ga-eti onye bụ
I confirm that this is the place. Yes, yes it is. This is the place. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum.
Who are you people?
I kneel before you with this gift of perfume. Your son is our coming king that we must welcome with gun salute.
I kneel before you with this gift of Otanjelin Dibwe, an ancient gift of Abada and the people that opens the eyes of their queens and mighty women of valor. For you to nurse our coming king in a strange land means you are qualified for this gift. Please accept it from my hand. Don't say no.
I kneel before you with the gift of Akupeka Akupe, the gift of Abada and the people, to their mighty women of valor, to ward off evil people and spirits. Your son is our coming king that we must welcome in Abadan with sound of ancient Ikolo.
3 of us here plead with you to get ready. You are coming with us to Abadani, for you must continue to breastfeed our coming king. The woman that murdered the king must proceed on banishment and never to be seen anywhere around Abadani as we lower the king in the next 3 days and then define the way forward for our kingdom.
Was he able to eat anything?
He refused to eat, Your Majesty. But he managed to speak today.
What did he say?
He said I should go and get him his wife.
And what did you tell him?
I told him the wife left the palace in the night. And after that, he went back and has not said anything since then.
Hello.
Amaka, I just came into the palace and they said your husband got up and asked after you.
I'm sorry, Your Majesty, but I don't know what that means. I don't have a husband. I am still waiting for my husband.
Are you out of your mind? You're talking to the queen.
I know it's you, Your Majesty. But we have to tell ourselves the truth. I mean, my uncle went to the chief priest and he confirmed that my marriage to the prince was a nullity, for it happened at night. That means I was never married. I'm sorry, but if your son is looking for his wife, then you have to go find her. I am not the one.
Oh, come on, Amaka. After all I promised you, come off this pretense. He is your husband, you are his wife. Come to the palace immediately, please.
I'm sorry, Your Majesty, but I am not the one. I wish to end this call now.
Hello? If she's not his wife, then who is his wife?
Hey? Your Majesty, maybe he meant his wife. I mean the original wife.
Collins.
Your Majesty.
You are very sick.
I'm sorry, Mother, but what you are asking me to do is impossible. I have already obeyed you by going out to collect their dates. But that is as far as it goes. That's all I can do.
No, my dear. You must do more. You must forget the past. You must forgive them for banishing you. Seeing they have realized their error and came back to apologize, you must go back with them to Abadan. Sincerely, God will be mad at you if you refuse to forgive these people.
Mother, do you know what they did? They set me up. I was never involved with the politics of Agbadan. I was only but a poor orphan with no hope. And then mysteriously God remembered me and made me the crown princess. Wife to the heir to the throne. I served the king. And he loved me so much. He said I was the best thing that ever happened to that palace. And then one day they conspired and killed him. And turned around to say it was I that murdered him. How in the world can I ever trust them?
I believe everything you told me. But I want you to know something. That God is still God. Remember all the things I taught you since you came into my life 18 months ago. The ways of the Lord, the way of the cross, the way of forgiveness. I volunteer to take you back with them. Babadan, you can leave right now if you are ready.
Yes, I hail you, my ancestors. Finally. Ha!
Okay? Where are you going? Yeah?
Listen, what I'm hearing now is the sound of ancient echo of Abadan. My father told me about that echo. It may not sound right, but it's the most powerful music in this Abadan land. For everybody's hearing the sound now as I'm talking to you.
Are you serious?
I'm not serious.
No. Where is the Ikoro?
I'm up the Ikoro. Ikoro is where it is now. See. Do you know that Ikoro now, if you approach the Ikoro, you will discover that no one is playing it.
Hey. Yeah?
It's our ancestors who are playing the Ikoro. Our ancestors are the ones playing the Ikoro. And when we hear the sound, all men of goodwill will move to the palace. And that is where I'm going to now. Are you coming with me?
No, you said all men of goodwill.
All men of bad will. You didn't hear me?
Okay. Are you a man of goodwill? You want to leave what you are doing? You want to go to the palace? Yeah, all men of goodwill. My friend.
Are you coming with me a dossier or not?
All men of goodwill.
I stay now.
You're going to kill. All men of goodwill. All men of goodwill. Am I a man of bad will? I'm a man of goodwill. Am I a man of bad will? What's that? What?
Okome, 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 okome.
Yes. The gun salute is finally here. The gun salute will finally reveal the truth. My ancestors are the truth.
Everybody got a balance. Everybody got a balance. Everybody got a balance. Everybody got a balance. My king Ekerengi.
What is happening? First it was the sound of the ancient echo, and now the cannon. What is going on? Son, you are here. Son.
Okome, 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 okome. Ajanwa ya gaba nu jamma, anuka adu mutalu tala bobo. Betana ni ba ni se. Osana ebede ngendo, osana na ngendo. Wa jele ku we jani, we banu mpona na we na ba. We wolo we jebeni. We so we bu na yin. Aje ebu n'anyị ọfọlọ m ga nna alụ ọbịa ya ebu m ya egbu onwe bebe mmadụ na jie ụkwụ afụkwana ya n'azụ eji ama eje ka nje anị wee jee n'igbo wee jee n'olu ihe na-agwa n'igbo ewuro ajọ nwaanyị agịwa na wecha mma
Onye isi ọdịrọ mbọ dụkwa na mmiri otu chacha ose maka isi n'isi ha bụrụ n'isi fure nke aka ibe ya eje n'isi gote bụ ọgbakasị ya I know you would want to challenge this innocent maiden, but dare not such, for you have been challenged by the gods.
What is going on here? And what is the gun for? Who approved of the sound of the ancient Ikolo? What is she doing near my son? Who is the owner of that child you're carrying?
All the people connected to your evil have been killed by the gods. They left you alive because you deserve more than just death. The gods of Abadan are not dead.
She owes you nothing. She has forgotten all the wickedness you showed on her. She's going to bless you.
That is what I don't ever want to hear. She is caused from that. She cannot bless me.
She can bless you. And she's going to bless you.
I want her to die. She can never be a blessing to me. I came with some money. Tell me what to pay and consider it paid. I can pay as much as 20,000 naira. Tata.
Take this. Drop the content in what she's going to eat.
Okay.
If she eats it, in less than 30 minutes, she's going to die. Because it's going to damage her liver, kidney, and heart. When it works for you, come back and pay me. Take.
Abalon,
Odogunwoke, thank you very much. Also.
See, my dear, I sent everyone out of this house so that we can talk confidentially. But you know that my husband or my son might walk in unannounced. So go straight to the point.
My queen, if you are not a warrior, you may have some difficulties doing what I am going to tell you.
Say it first. You never can tell what I will do.
My queen, this bottle will do the magic. Drop it into what you will eat and watch what will happen.
Deny that you are not the one that poisoned the Akiri that finally killed the king.
I know nothing of what you're talking about. I am the queen of this land, and you cannot cajole me into something I know nothing about.
I forbid you to move an inch. For a fowl that swallows a needle will never live to boast of it. When the elders wrongly banished this innocent maiden, they denied her her request to pick the pendant which she inherited from her mother, the greatest of all the possessions in her life. I hereby banish you justly, for you are evil. You are an evil woman. You are an evil woman in all ramifications. From where you are standing, proceed on banishment to an unknown land, never to return to Abadan till death.
You are justly banished for your evil. Now leave the palace. Move! Move!
eziokwu ga-apụta mgbe ikoro ga-eti onye bụ ụzọ ga-ekpela azụ mgbe ikoro ga-eti ọnọdụ ga-agbanwe ikoro dike ka obodo niile na-eche ikoro dike ka obodo niile na-eche